Development and Validation of Contextualized Learning Module in Science 7 by yours truly, Eloisa Sinidor, MAE, Major in General Science. Introduction. Science is generally considered as the study of facts related to the natural and material world. However, modern era has brought changes to the views in science education from fact-based knowledge into practical activity. That's why, in the Philippines, the enactment of the Republic Act 10533 or the Critical Program from the Philippine Business for Education 2015 was one of the most comprehensive basic reform in the education system of the Philippines. K-12 Enhanced Basic Education Program include the strengthened science education. However, Ambag 2019 stated that science education could not be considered as a strength in the Philippines. These are the following reasons why science is not considered strength in the Philippines. Number one, the insufficient instructional materials such as laboratory, textbooks, and modules. 2PAS 2019. Another, the difficulty of students to relate science concept in their daily life. The low performance of Filipino students in science education was evident also to the different international assessment made, such as the PISA. So to solve this alarming situation, DepEd encouraged all teachers to develop localized and contextualized learning module to ensure the mastery of knowledge and skills, which is one of the principles of the K-12 curricula. DepEd Order Number 39 Series of 2007. Contextualization is an educational process of making the competencies relevant, meaningful, and useful to all learners by connecting the curriculum to a particular setting, situation, or area of application. DepEd Order Number 35 Series of 2016. Aside in the gaps in science education, which is the insufficient amount of modules, and also the difficulty of students to relate science in their daily life, the outbreak of COVID-19 virus also impact the education in the Philippines. So to provide clear guidance to all, the Department of Education released Department Order Number 12 Series of 2020, known as the Adoption of the Basic Learning Continuity Plan for the school year 2020 to 2021 in the light of the COVID-19 public health emergency. It is stated in the plan that there is no face-to-face learning must be conducted. That's why different learning modalities are being introduced. These are the following. One, online distance learning. Second, modular distance learning. And the third one is the TV's class, radio-based instruction. However, Alliance of Concerned Teacher echoed to the Department of Education that these delivery modalities must be accessible to all students, especially to those students who do not have internet access or gadget at home. That's why DepEd said that online learning is just one option. For the student without internet access and gadget at home, printed modules will be delivered in their home. This is the reason why this study is all about the development of contextualized learning module because it wants to help uh, to solve the problem of our present institution in the Philippines, which is the insufficient instructional materials. Another thing is that the problem that students cannot relate science in their daily life. In that sense, we will develop a contextualized learning module. So these are the research problems. Number one, how may the contextualized learning module in Science 7 be developed? Number two, how may the developed contextualized learning module in Science 7 be validated by the experts in terms of the following factors? 2.1 content, 2.2 design/format, and 2.3 pedagogy. Methods. The research design of the study will be research and development. The validators of the study will be 10 science teachers, which are currently handling grade 7 science subject for 3 to 5 consecutive years. We will be the validators to validate the essential topics. Next is 2 master teacher in science, 2 head teacher in science, 1 module writer in Science 7 from the division of Pampanga. The 5 validators will be the validators for the developed module. Instrument. So the first instrument to be used in the study is the K-12 curriculum guide. Science. This includes the content standard, and performance. Second one is the evaluation instrument for topics to be included in the DE/other modules, which is adopted from the Pampanga State Agricultural Universities. This instrument will determine the essential topics to be included in the developed module. The third and last instrument will be the evaluation rating sheet for DE and ODEL modules, also from the Pampanga State Agricultural University. This will assess the developed module into 3 factors. Factor 1 will be the content, factor 2 will be the design/format, and the factor 3 is on pedagogy. So the procedures involved in the development of the contextualized learning module. First is the planning. Under the planning phase, we have the materials needed, or the preparation of the materials needed, the identification or the listing down of the learning competencies based on the science curriculum guide. And after listing down these learning competencies, they will be subjected to the Loshi formula to determine their content validity ratio. After that, the construction of the essential topics, which is based on the subject matter expert validation regarding the essential learning competencies. Next is the design phase. Under the design phase, we will consider the format of the module. And talk about the format of the module, it includes how the module must be developed. Next is the presentation of the lessons in the module. And of course, what are the different parts of the module to be included. Under the development of the module itself, first is the construction of the introduction part of the module. Introduction part will serve as a brief summary on what will be the lesson to be discussed in the module. After that is the what I know part, or this will be the pre-test part of the module. Next one is the learning journey that has 3 parts. Under the explore part, this is the learning activities included in the module. Explain will be the discussion of the lesson in the module. Expound is used to elaborate certain topics or lessons in the module and to relate the discussion to the daily activities of the students. Next one is the construction of what I have learned part of the module, or this is the evaluation or the post-test part of the module. And the last one to be developed in the contextualized learning module is the reference and the answer key. Under the validation, so we have first is the initial validation. So during the initial validation, comments and suggestions from the validators will be taken, written down, and then it will be carried out to the revised module. After that, the revised module will be subjected to the final validation until all the validators agree that the module has met the specific criteria or standard. So this is statistical treatment. In determining the content validity ratio, the formula content validity ratio will be utilized, while in evaluating the 3 factors assessed by the evaluation rating sheet for the DE and ODEL modules, percentage was used. Let's move on now to the results and discussion. Let us first go back to the research problem number 1 of the study. The research problem number 1 is how may the contextualized learning module in Science 7 be developed? So, based on the table, the contextualized learning module in Science 7 was developed following the 2 phases. First one is the planning phase. The activities under planning phase include the preparation of all the materials needed. After that, listing of all the learning competencies in Science 7 based on the K-12 science curriculum guide. Next is the identification of the subject matter expert as the validators of the study. After that is the validation of the subject matter experts on their learning competencies. After the validation, the utilization of the Loshi formula to determine which among the listed learning competencies were essential. After identifying the essential learning competencies, it is now the time to identify what are the essential topics that must be included in the development of the module. So these are the following activities that includes in the planning phase of the development of the module. Second phase is the design phase. Under the design phase, we need to determine first the format of the module. How will the module be developed? What are the different design to be included? Second one is the determining the presentation of the lessons in the module. And the last one is the writing of the initial draft of the module. So another thing is table 1.1 presents the learning competencies for the first quarter in Science 7. So based on the table, out of 7 learning competencies, 5 were considered as essential. So for the learning competencies considered essential, the CBR must obtain a value of 0.62. So this is parallel to the study of Patterson. It states that the essential topic that students need to be learned during the first quarter in grade 7 is distinguishing mixture from substance and investigate some properties or describe properties of solution. Next table is the evaluation of expert on the learning competencies for the second quarter. So based on the table, out of 12 learning competencies, 8 were considered as essential. So this is parallel to the study of Dan. According to Dan, the essential topics in biology in Science 7 were from cells to organism, plant cell and animal cell. So living things other than plants and animals, the reproduction of life, and then the interaction in the environment. For the third 1.3 table, learning competencies in the third quarter. So out of 14 learning competencies, 12 were considered as essential. This is now parallel to the study of Browner 2015, that the essential topics in third quarter in Science 7 were describing the motion of an object in terms of the distance and speed, and able to present them in a table, chart, graphs, or equation. Another is how energy travel in different medium. And last is the learning competencies for the fourth quarter. So out of 12 learning competencies, 9 were considered as essential. So by this time, this is parallel to the study of Castan and Mandura, that the essential learning competencies in earth science is a source of culture and useful in developing fundamental human skills. So the conclusion number 1 for the SOP number 1 will be the contextualized learning module was developed through the validation of the subject matter experts on the learning competencies in Science 7 using the Loshi formula. The validated learning competencies was the basis in determining the essential topics to be included in the module. Next. The SOP number 2 of the study is how may the developed contextualized learning module in Science 7 be validated by the experts in the following factor. 2.1 content, 2.2 design/format, and 2.3 pedagogy. So table 2.1 presents the validation on the content. Factor 1 will be the content. So based on the table, we can imply that statement 1, 2, 4 had met this specific standard during the initial validation. Means to say, 5 validators all agreed that, that the module had met this specific standards. However, statement number 3, which is the adequate information is being provided in every lesson with links and reference included to guide students for further research and activity, obtained only 80% in the initial um, validation, while statement number 5, the knowledge and ideas being presented in every unit are accurate, recent, and free from errors, using terminologies that suit the distinct characteristic of target learning only obtained 60%. So it only means that statement number 3 and 5 will need to undergo final validation. So during the final validation, as we can see on the table, all of the statement had obtained 100% agreement from the validators. So statement number 3 and 4 met this specific standard during final validation by the inclusion of the links and correcting some typographical errors, which is suggested by the validators of the study. The confirmatory results in the study is parallel to the study of Herrera and Soriano 2016, Vergara 2017, that the content of the module has a significant relevance in the learning outcomes and suitable to the level of the learners and relevant to their day-to-day activity. Next factor will be the validation on the design/format. So based on the table, it revealed that statement 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 had obtained 100% agreement on the validators during the initial validation. So this implies that the module doesn't need to undergo final validation because the module is already suitable, has already suitable appropriate choice of point style, and proper spacing is observed, graphic cues and other media elements are motivating and very relevant to the topic presented. Main topics, subtopics are properly labeled for easy recognition, and the module is properly organized and packaged. The favorable result is parallel to the study of Guido 2014 and Mardo and Hufana that the physical makeup of their developed module is acceptable. Let's move on now to the third factor, which is the pedagogical. So based on the table, statement 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 had obtained 100% agreement from the validators during the initial validation of the module, which implies that this criteria in the module has met these specific standards, which means that this will not be subjected into final validation. However, statement number 1, which which is all about the objectives, are well formulated, giving clear direction and establish a sense of expectancy among students, had only obtained 60% in the initial validation, which means that statement number 1 must be subjected into final validation. In the final validation, it obtained 100% agreement to the coming from the validators. This is carried out because of the suggestion of the validators to unpack the objectives from highest to lowest form of learning outcomes. So the conclusion for the SOP number 1, contextualized learning module was developed. So in general, the developed contextualized learning module in Science 7 is acceptable in terms of the content, designs, / format, and the pedagogical factors. So the inclusion of the links and the correction of some typographical errors had improved the module in terms of the content factor. And the unpacking of the learning competencies from highest to lowest form of learning outcome has improved the module in terms of its pedagogical factor. So these are the following recommendations. Recommendation number 1. So based on the result of the study, teachers are encouraged to develop contextualized learning module which can be used by the learners. Recommendation number 2, contextualized learning module will be developed and validated in other grade level. And then recommendation number 3, a similar study will be conducted with a larger sample size to support this finding and to improve the development of the contextualized learning module in science. So thank you for listening. So that will be all about my presentation on my study about the development and validation of contextualized learning module in Science 7. Thank you and God bless us all.